So here we are, day 5. Oh, look at little Oli in the back there. Vlog bombing. This ain't photo bombing, obviously, but vlog bombing. How rude. Anyway, so day 5. Pretty straightforward day. Usual hot chocolate this morning with beanies amaretto. Because that's what I've got in work. I usually wait to have my shake in work. Then had about 11:30 because I was feeling a little bit just like I wanted some out really. So I had that. Then I've had veg soup, and about an hour ago I had my last one, which was a hot chocolate shake. Hot chocolate mint. Mint is like my bedtime hot chocolate one. Just such a habit that is at the moment. So I don't know what I'm going to do when this journey comes to an end, but hey ho. Might have to keep that one in there because I'm not sure it's a good idea to revert back to hot chocolate. Not that I used to have hot chocolate before bed though. Anyway, going completely off on one there. So got really pissed off last night. Started my fucking vlog would not upload. Literally was taking an absolute bloody eternity. I think for some reason my phone was trying to upload more than one thing. So it was telling me it was going to take 4 hours, then 2 hours, then 30 minutes, then 5 hours. I was like, what the hell? And I think my router is probably utterly crap as well. But anyway, it went up in the end. So this is something that I sort of and ahs about. Do I talk about it? Don't I talk about it? So in about 4 weeks' time, I am invited to a wedding. Some people will know exactly whose wedding that is. And they have asked the question, will I be eating? Now my sister's also going to this wedding. She's also on plan at the moment. Quite a bit more ahead of me. And there are a few other people going that are also doing Cambridge and will be on plan. So the question was, am I eating on plan? Now my initial reaction had been, yeah, I was going to have a planned day off. Until I'm told that 2 other people are already going and not eating. My sister then says that she won't be eating. So that fucked my plan up. Because it's always better to do things you feel you shouldn't in company. It's not the same when you do it on your own, or you're the only one that's broke plan, or you're the only one that's done this, or... So, how did that pan out? Well, first of all, I rang my sister to ask what she was going to do, of which got the response of she was planning on sticking to plan. So that foiled that plan, or excuse, or reason to eat. Then she messaged this person back, of which we're in a group message, to say that she wouldn't be eating. And obviously they were like, well done, because the wedding is our consultants. Yes, you all know what I'm talking about. So it left me feeling pretty pissed off. Angry, annoyed, upset. Backed into a corner. Like I had no control. And I sat and I thought about it and I cried. Then I thought, what the fuck are you crying about? The day's not about food. It's about a wedding. No one's going to bat an eyelid that you're not eating. Then I got more upset, cried, told my boyfriend it was just, I missed my dad. Which is in some way true as to what this was about. So, when my dad became ill, I was on Cambridge. And because he had cancer of the throat, he had to have a PICC line put in, which is a feeding tube directly through your stomach. For anyone that doesn't know what that, not a PICC line, a peg feed. PICC line was the other one. Fuck. So I had to have a peg feed put in. The last meal I remember us going out with the family, I didn't eat prior to him getting ill. And then while he was ill, I cooked him things like a fish pie because it was soft. Cooked it from scratch, and did all of that. I made him soup. He loved soup. He loved seafood, which is why I made the fish pie, but I didn't get the chance to sit down and eat that with him. And at the time that it didn't matter at the time because I was sticking to my plan and it was about giving my dad a nice meal and giving him something that was really enjoyable despite the fact that he couldn't eat and tastes were changing because of the various chemo etc that he was on. Still in my shop. So it wasn't really about the food. But food had been a massive, massive part of our family. Huge. Not as a cultural reason for being, but we always sat down and had Sunday dinners together, and I feel like that changed when I started Cambridge because my sister then worked Sundays. My brother often worked them, and because I then also wasn't eating, they stopped and mum and dad would spend more time together. And I guess it's because I can't remember sitting down as a family the last few times before he got ill, and eating. So there's this bit in my head of missing out. And as you'll probably know, Mitch is my consultant and he will often say to me, but you'll miss out on a lot more. How many birthdays are you going to miss? Why does missing one mean that you get 10 more? Which is true. I think that feeling like I was backed into a corner hurt because I won't go to his wedding again, hatefully, because obviously he will only have that one now. I guess it's sort of not realising it straight away brought up, I'm going to miss out on something I can't get back again. And not having the control to stop that happening. Now, don't get me wrong, I could have just turned around and said to him, yeah, I'm going to eat. But one, I know I shouldn't because I'm supposed to be on plan. Two, I think I'd feel very uncomfortable doing so because I knew I should be on plan. So I think it's all because I know I shouldn't be eating it. Because why is that going to ruin the day? When I did this when my dad was ill, me not eating didn't ruin things. I think it's that inability to make that memory. full. And because I couldn't control when my dad went, and there's no right or wrong way for somebody to go. If they just go, it's shit for the people left behind, but great for that person because they don't linger. When they linger, it gives people that time to prepare mentally, but it's shit for them to see. So you lose out whatever. I guess it's that wishing you could have had something that nobody has, and that's a definitive date of when someone's going to go, purely because you want to have one last of everything so that you can make sure that you bank that memory. And I guess we very much associate things with the food that we've ate at it. A birthday meal or a wedding, or there's a lot of different, I don't know enough about them, but religious cultures that have food as quite a symbolism. And for us, food is just, you know, it used to be like, oh my God, I can eat as much as my dad, blah, 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 as if that was a good thing when I was a child. But yeah, so I've had a bit more time to obviously reflect on my thoughts. I know a lot of people go, oh, don't do it because it's horrible trying to get back on. I think that's the one disadvantage for me is I don't get ketosis. So I go into ketosis, don't get me wrong, as proved by the keto stick. So I know that I do actually go into it because I know there are some people that don't. To the best of my knowledge, I don't appear to get the side effects, the headaches, the massive hunger pans, I get cramp, but that's not purely caused by me going on and off the diet, that's the water. So I get severe cramp sometimes, haven't had it this time, so that idea goes out the window, doesn't it? So when people say, oh my God, you'll find it difficult to go back on, blah, 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 it has nothing to do with the physical effects of it at all, because that side of it, no headaches, no feeling shit, that doesn't happen. If I'm tired, it's usually because, like last night, I didn't go to bed till 1:30. Like that, yeah. It's not usually caused by the diet in any way, shape or form. What I think I do have, I don't get the bad breath. Woohoo! Not that anyone's told me anyway. But yeah, I just don't seem to get those same side effects. And maybe it would be a good thing if I did, because it would be even more of a deterrent for me coming off. But I think, like Ollie said in one of his vlogs about how much would you pay for an extra day? I find that hard to think about in terms of how much would I pay for an extra day, because I think of it in terms of how much would I pay to keep someone here for an extra day. So to be here for an extra day for my mum and my sister, a lot. How much would I pay to have my dad here for an extra day? There ain't enough money. There ain't enough money in the world to tell you that. Don't exist. Priceless to be able to have him here for an extra day. So yeah, it caused a lot of thought, and a lot of thought for what I'm going to do for the rest of my plan, really. Because I did have things coming up. And I think part of the reason I feel like I'm missing out is because I've pissed about on this for so long. So there's a little bit of me as if I stick to this diet 110% and only if I've got a meal in the evening, I have my products in the morning, lunchtime, third product, that meal, that's it. Because my issue is we don't, when I say I'm going on holiday, my holiday started a week before I went, and we're still continuing 2 weeks after I've already avoided one weigh-in. So, because I do need to learn to do that. So, in terms of whether I do that on this plan, I have absolutely no idea at the moment. That decision was made that I'm not going to be eating at his wedding. So, yeah. There's still a little bit of me in my head going, but I fucking wanted to. I fucking wanted to eat. Who are you to make me feel like I can't? And it's me that made me feel like I can't. Me. Not anyone else. It is me. So yeah, it's definitely given me some food for thought for these other events coming up. What I'm going to do, how I am going to work around them. And like I said, part of that is because it was about 4 years ago, almost to the day, that I started Cambridge with Mitch. So I've never given up. Never, ever given up. And that's largely because of Mitch, not gonna lie. Because I know I can get there. I know I can. Just need to shut off all the other shit in my head that says you can't, or oh, you don't want to miss out on this because you're never going to get that chance again, or what if you don't get that chance again, or yeah. I'm going to leave it at that, I think, because I am just rambling like fuck. Tomorrow's weigh day. I'm not expecting it to be massive, purely because I had weigh-in last Tuesday. I was supposed to start my diet on Wednesday. And I probably attempted to consume my body weight in food, which would have whacked me up a good few pounds in water, because I am like a sponge when I do things like that. So I started a day later than I was meant to. So yeah. So obviously whatever I put on that day had to come back off again. So I'm not expecting masses. I'm not going to set myself up for a fall. The numbers have to stop mattering, really. It needs to be just about one day at a time. So the vlog is to help me so that I can look back on it, so I can go, fuck, look how far you have come. You do not want to stop now. Keep going. That's part of what this is. I think Ollie made a good point in one of his vlogs where he said about being able to show other people. So I don't have kids at the moment. I'd like to. But being able to show them what I've achieved would be pretty amazing. And even to show other family and stuff, maybe how I overcome stuff, what my thought processes were. And also, if just one person resonates with any of the stuff that I ramble the fuck on about in my vlog, then that's amazing, because I know how nice it is to watch something or read something and think, I feel like that. It's exactly how I feel, and I thought I was on my own. So anyway, for now, like I said I was going to stop, and I still then rambled on for another 10 minutes. So for now, I think that is all, and I will update you tomorrow on Weigh Day. So for now, bye.